In a new tell-all book, a former aide of Sarah Palin's camp slamming the former governor of Alaska over her leadership abilities and some of her strategies he found questionable.
And joining us live to tell us more about his new book is author and former Palin insider, Frank Bailey. Frank, what drove you to write a book that's so very critical of Sarah Palin?
Twofold. I believed in the principles that she said she believed in, and I believe she did back in 2005, 2006. Honesty, integrity, smaller, smarter government. The Blind Allegiance shows a journey of a guy who started on this campaign with these amazing ideals and not only saw things that weren't necessarily right, politics are ugly, but personally did things that I regret, that I detail, I confess in the book. And it brings me to this ending point that, there was a last straw moment in August of 2009 where she canceled out on an event at the last minute, but then was dishonest, lied about it in the media, and then threatened legal action over the organizer, all over a cause that we believed in, parental consent for minors. And you know what? I started realizing if I don't tell this story, who will? Will Sarah Palin tell it? And she certainly had her chance to do it. And if she made it into the White House and I stayed silent like a coward, could I live with myself?
Well, I grew up in Anchorage, and I know you live there now with your wife, and I definitely know what Wasilla and Kodiak look like. What was it like for you and for Governor Palin to go from city government to state government to the national stage?
It was amazing. I mean, it was thrilling. Not just myself, but there are incredible volunteers that we talk about in this book. A 79-year-old World War II veteran marching all over Eagle River, which I'm sure is hilly, and putting up 800 signs. I mean, we didn't have two nickels to rub together. We carved out snow machine crates, into yardstake signs. It was amazing.
Well, Sarah Palin's backers are very adamant in their love for her, and they're saying that you're just settling an old score with this book. How do you reply to that?
You cannot read Blind Allegiance and come to that conclusion. I am not bitter. I have a duty to tell this story. If I did not, I would be going against my conscience and against the values I believe in.
Well, anybody who's interested in Sarah Palin, and definitely if they're thinking about her running for president in 2012, should look at this book. I really enjoyed looking at it. It is a negative view in many ways, but I definitely thought it was very interesting. The book is called Blind Allegiance to Sarah Palin, and that is Frank Bailey. He was a top aide of the former governor.